22 minutes after the hour. Thanks for staying with us today. Religious leaders are speaking out against President Obama's health care plan. We spoke to Bishop Murphy of Rockville Center, New York. Take a listen.
The American people do not want to use taxpayer money to fund abortion. That has been a long-standing situation in our country, and I think it needs to be kept.
Okay, that involves abortion, and today we are joined by Pastor Stephen Broden, the senior pastor at the Fair Park Bible Fellowship in Texas. He joins us live from Dallas. Good morning to you, Pastor.
Good morning.
We just heard the bishop yesterday on this program talking about how the federal government should not be in the business of paying for abortions. Now, you take another look at another aspect of the president's plan, and that revolves around the end-of-life counseling. You want that out completely. Why?
Well, what we're seeing in this whole debate is that there's an attempt on the part of this administration to deal with a fact that most people aren't talking about, that baby boomers are entering the retirement ranks at about 10,000 per day, and they are stressing Social Security, Medicaid, and Medicare. And this administration is trying to figure out how to deal with that stress, and so they're doing end-of-life counseling in order to depopulate that particular group of people. We do not have enough new taxpayers entering into the workforce to carry the tax burden for Social Security, Medicaid, and Medicare. And so this group, John Holdren and Zeke Emanuel, are crafting policies that will ration health care in order to control the population at the retirement rank. This is sinister, this is mendacious, it's evil, and we should not support this health care package.
Pastor, are you claiming that this administration wants old people to die?
I'm claiming that John Holdren and Zeke Emanuel, who are around the president right now, have very questionable backgrounds concerning sterilization, forced abortions, and policies that are designed to control population. Why are they there? And I submit to you they are there because they are crafting policies for rationing health care in order to control the population that is the heaviest right now in our country, which is the retirement ranks, and that is about 10,000 baby boomers a day who are retiring and entering that rank. Right. And they're stressing out those three programs.
Well, that is
financially.
Yeah, I mean that is really something to think that. So when you look at the president's suggestion about these end-of-life counselors, and you know they have said that all they're going to do is talk about living wills and options like that. But you see it as something where it's a numbers game. It costs a lot to keep them alive, and so maybe talk them into what?
Into dying and getting out of the way to protect the economy. Look, we have made some bad decisions in America, one of which is that we have had 30-plus years of aborting our children. And now our labor force has been reduced as a result of that. Taxpayers are not coming into the labor force to support these programs. Why do we have illegal immigration? Because we do not have enough people entering into the workforce to provide the kind of labor that will maintain our economy.
Right.
So what do you do if you do not have God in your scenario as to how to deal with people, and you devaluate people based on an atheistic idea? Then you say, well, the right thing to do here is to get rid of this age group here so that we can maintain our economy. This is evil. This is mendacious, and most people aren't talking about it, but I'm willing to say something about it.
You certainly are. One other question I want to throw out at you, Pastor, this morning is a couple weeks ago, President Obama held a teleconference phone call with religious leaders across the country. Did you find that, number one, you were not on that call, right?
I was not on that call. Most conservative black pastors were not on that call.
That's interesting. My second question to you is, do you feel that it's disingenuous for the President of the United States to reach out to the religious community to try and pass health care reform?
I do believe that, and I believe that the President has proven that he has been somewhat unfriendly with the Christian community in that he has passed legislation or executive orders that include abortion on demand. He's supporting embryonic stem cell research. He is doing things that are offensive to the conservative Christian mindset. And On the National Day of Prayer, he didn't come out, didn't say anything, didn't engage the Christian community on that day. But on Ramadan, he came out, had plenty to say about Ramadan,
He sure
but
did.
had nothing to say about the Christian prayer day. This is something that is sinister. And look, the thing that we know most is that for those who are ideologue, they'll do whatever is necessary in order to get the idea that they want into play. And that includes being friends with people that they ordinarily wouldn't be friends with.
Okay.
And I'm not so comfortable with what's going on with this administration as it relates to health care, as it relates to the issue of abortion. There's something evil that's happening here, and I think Americans need to stand up, wake up, recognize what's happening, and all hands on deck. If we're going to turn this ship, if we're going to right this ship, all hands on deck. Black, white, brown.
Pastor,
we all need to come together and try to change the situation.
We thank you so much for joining us today from Dallas to share your perspective. We thank you very much. Pastor Stephen Broden. All right. Brian Kilmeade right now is in the